the giants of the G.A.N.U. Shield, reptiles and fish. In the heart of South America lies the G.A.N.U. Shield, a geological formation billions of years old. Here, Guyana's rainforest is a prehistoric world, a realm where life is dictated by the rhythmic pulse of the rivers. This seasonal ebb and flow of water carves the landscape and orchestrates the lives of its inhabitants. From the air-breathing Ara Pima to the silent armored black caiman, these species are living relics, having adapted unique life cycles and diets to dominate one of the most biodiverse regions on Earth. They are the titans of this water world, their stories written in the very currents of the rivers they call home. The black caiman. The life. These are the largest members of the alligator family, with formidable males reaching up to 20 feet in length. They are nocturnal masters of camouflage, their dark, bony armor providing the perfect disguise in the tannin-stained black water creeks of the Rewa and Rupununi rivers. By day, they are often unseen, but as night falls, they emerge as the undisputed apex predators of the waterway, their eyes glowing like embers in the darkness. Survival. As ectotherms, they are cold-blooded, relying entirely on their environment to regulate body temperature. Mornings are spent basking on sun-drenched mudbanks, absorbing the heat needed for the night's hunt. During the dry season, a remarkable display of parental care begins. Females build enormous mound nests of rotting vegetation. The heat generated by the decay creates a natural incubator, perfectly regulating the temperature for the 40 to 60 eggs buried within. The mother guards this precious mound fiercely for months against any threat. When the eggs are ready to hatch, the young call from inside. The mother carefully excavates the nest and, in a surprising show of tenderness, may even use her powerful jaws to gently crack the shells or carry the hatchlings to the safety of the water. Juveniles. For their first year, the young caimans, or gators, stay close to their mother in a protective creche. They are voracious hunters from the start, feeding on a diet of aquatic insects, snails, and small crabs. Adults. As they mature, they become apex generalists. Their diet expands to include piranhas, catfish, turtles, and capybaras. Massive individuals are powerful enough to take down deer or even a young jaguar that ventures too close to the water's edge, a testament to their reign at the top of the food chain. The green anaconda. The life. The world's heaviest snake. The anaconda is a creature of myth and legend, living a largely solitary life in murky swamps and slow-moving streams. They are ovoviviparous, a term meaning the female carries her eggs internally. After a gestation of 6 to 7 months, she gives birth to as many as 30 live young, each a perfect miniature replica of the adult, ready to hunt the moment they hit the water. Survival. While powerful, they are clumsy and vulnerable on land, but in water, they are transformed into creatures of incredible speed and grace. Their primary hunting tool is patience, often waiting submerged for hours. They use heat-sensing labial pits lining their mouths to see the thermal signature of warm-blooded prey, allowing them to strike with pinpoint accuracy even in total darkness. Juveniles. The young are born into a world of danger and must fend for themselves immediately. They start small, feeding on frogs, small birds, and fish, honing the ambush skills they will need as adults. Adults. Fully grown, they are massive constrictors capable of taking on the largest prey in the rainforest, including tapirs, deer, and even adult caimans. They strike with lightning speed, their recurved teeth gripping the victim. The kill comes not from venom, but from immense pressure, coiling their muscular body around the prey and squeezing until the heart stops. A single large meal can sustain an anaconda for months, allowing it to retreat and digest in solitude. The giant river turtle, Podocneh X pansar, the life. An ancient river reptile whose lineage stretches back millions of years, individuals can live for decades. For most of the year, they are solitary wanderers of the deep. But during the nesting season, a profound change occurs. They become highly social, gathering by the thousands on broad ancestral sandbanks to lay their eggs under the tropical stars, a synchronized ritual of breathtaking scale. Survival. Adults rely on deep river channels for refuge from predators like jaguars and black caimans and to escape the strongest currents. Their entire life is governed by the river's pulse. Their breeding is perfectly timed with falling water levels, which expose the critical sandbanks. If they lay their eggs too late, the returning seasonal rains can flood the nesting grounds, drowning entire nests and jeopardizing the next generation. The diet. These giants are primarily herbivores, feeding on fallen fruits, seeds, and aquatic grasses that the flooded forest provides. By roaming long distances and swallowing fruit whole, they perform a crucial ecological role. They are the river's gardeners, dispersing seeds across the entire river system, helping to regenerate the very forests that sustain them. In the heart of the Amazon, the rivers breathe. This is the flood pulse, a vast seasonal inundation that transforms the forest floor into a sprawling aquatic kingdom. With each rise and fall of the water, a cycle of opportunity unfolds, and from the shallows, new rulers emerge to claim their domain. The Ahrar Pma, a true living fossil. Its lineage stretches back over 100 million years, a survivor from the age of dinosaurs. It is armor-plated with large mineralized scales, so tough they can resist the bite of a piranha. But its greatest adaptation lies within. It must surface every 5 to 15 minutes for a distinctive coughing gulp of air. A modified swim bladder acts as a primitive lung, allowing it to thrive in stagnant oxygen-poor lagoons where other large fish would perish. As the waters recede, pairs excavate nests in the sandy bottom. After the female lays her eggs, the male takes over. He shepherds the resulting clouds of fry beneath his protective shadow, patrolling the shallows like a living, moving island. It feeds by creating a powerful vacuum with its mouth. Unwary fish are drawn into the abyss in a blink. Crustaceans too. Yet its diet is surprisingly varied. It also swallows fruits and seeds drifting from the canopy of the flooded forest. But its most spectacular hunt is the largest leap, launching its immense body from the water to snatch low-hanging birds in a sudden explosion of spray. The name piranha, Ceratosalmus, conjures images of frenzy. But the reality is more complex. They are often shy, schooling for defense, not aggression. They are the river's essential cleanup crew, a vital part of the ecosystem's health. Their silver-orange countershading is perfect camouflage, dark when viewed from above, against the murky depths, and pale from below, against the bright surface. Their diet is broad. They take insects, worms, and smaller fish. Only in the dry season, when food is scarce and they are trapped in shrinking pools, do they converge on injured animals or carcasses. But they also graze on aquatic seeds, playing a crucial role in recycling energy back into the food web. Another titan is the peacock bass, or Leucanani. An aggressive cichlid, it is not a true bass at all. It is painted in brilliant, disruptive strikes of gold and green. A false eye spot on its tail serves to misdirect attackers, drawing strikes away from its vulnerable head. This is a daylight, visual hunter, thriving in the clearer waters of blackwater rivers. It defends its nests with astonishing ferocity, even against much larger caimans. Purely piscivorous, it is built for speed, driving high-speed chases through open channels and submerged structures. Its attacks are models of precision, ambushing smaller fish like characins. But lurking in the deepest, darkest channels is a giant of a different order. The Pira-Iba, or Goliath catfish. A nocturnal hunter, it relies not on sight, but on an array of sensory baubles to navigate the darkness and detect the faintest movements of prey. In the heart of the Gyi Nu Shield, the rivers follow an ancient, powerful rhythm. Driven by immense seasonal rainfall that sweeps in from the Atlantic, this entire landscape is defined by a single, dramatic pulse. Each year, the rivers breathe in and out. The flood, from May to August. The water begins its inexorable climb, rising 10 to 20 feet, swallowing the familiar forest floor and transforming the world. The canopy becomes a temporary coastline. For aquatic life, this is a moment of liberation. Reptiles and fish thread through the newly submerged branches, grazing on a sudden bounty of insects and flowers. The most important offering is the fruitfall that rattles down like rain. Fish like the pacu, equipped with powerful jaws, become gardeners of the flooded forest, dispersing seeds far from the parent tree. Arapima cruise the drowned understory, surfacing between leaves to sip air. Piranhas fan out into the woods, sweeping up seeds and invertebrates. Peacock bass patrol sunlit corridors between trunks, striking at startled baitfish that have nowhere left to hide. Then comes the retreat, from September to December. The water exhales, giving the land back. Lagoons shrink, banks reappear. Life, which had dispersed for the feast, now funnels back to the main arteries of the river. Every channel becomes a gate, and at each gate, a toll may be extracted. Caimans hold the mouths of shrinking ponds. Anacondas coil beneath the root tangles, sensing the vibrations of passing prey. For the smaller fish, safety in numbers is the only strategy. Schools compress into shimmering, nervous masses. Predation sharpens to a razor's edge. Arapima guide their vulnerable young through the narrowing lanes, ever watchful. Piranhas tighten their schools, scavenging what the river gives up. And peacock bass, masters of the ambush, use the throttled flow to their advantage. Flood to ebb, feast to peril. This is the pulse that writes every strategy, every triumph and every tragedy in this freshwater world.